So here now it takes us to an overview of the account itself, in a more detailed description regarding it. So first things we list out is their HCAP score. So 3-star rating facility is very good. You 5-star being the top, which you never see. 4-star being great, and 3-star being very good. So anything 2 stars and below, there's definitely room for improvement at those facilities. So again, keeping an eye on that going into a situation or a trial is important. So fiscal year end, of course, GPO again, IDN, parent, their address, phone, and website. But then what we do is dive into the clinical overview, uh, show their accreditation being JCO, and then other important information that just help us before we walk into an account to begin a trial. Readmission rate, as we discussed, providing the best patient outcomes for that particular facility is very important. So not having to readmit patients, of course, is crucial. So you also can see the number of ORs. So it being 18 OR room, that's a very large account. Of course, I can understand why we would want to get in the door there if we're not there already. So incumbents shows some systems and software that they currently have implemented there internally. So it just gives us a better understanding. If we need to integrate with their network, we know what particular systems that they're operating with. So then the outpatient procedures, this section, again, this now focuses on particular CPT codes that they do it there at the facility. So we actually created an algorithm to calculate this. So based off of their Medicare procedures. So we understand the Medicare from CMS comes is public information and accurate. So we now we created an algorithm to then expand out to show the Medicaid and the private that they're doing there at the facility. So it gives us a good understanding. I know, Chris, you had said, for example, for the spine technology, plastics is one that you thought was a good focus or specialty group to focus on. So say at this particular account, I want to see how many procedures they're doing in plastics. So it just gives you a better understanding as far as if they're doing very basics or more detailed procedures. So again, once you click on an actual CPT code itself, it will actually give a breakdown for you, which is I could dive into that more with you guys at a later time, but it does show the average earned per case based off of their location. So a lot's involved to calculate that, but it is fairly accurate, to be honest. So you could see what they're averaging as far as to help if you know the disposables, say for example, that or how much they spend per procedure, again, that helps you better present your product and your value. So just another example to show best utilizing our time as we walk into this account. So payer mix. So this is again broken down similar to where these percentages are what most of their patient population consists of. So as you can see, it's a very profitable facility because most of their patients are privately held insurance members. So that's obviously important, understanding that they're operate efficiently and have a very great understanding as far as what they're reimbursed and how much they make off of each patient that visits their facility. Then what we do is dive in here to the physicians there at the facility. So what's nice here is we can filter now by specialty. So say, for example, we were looking at plastics. So Dr. Levin seems to be the only physician there doing the bulk um, of plastics there. So gives now us an understanding as far as, well, he does do a good bit, but not an outstanding amount. So now, I know Ted, you had said colorectal was one uh, to focus on. So now we could shift gears and say, okay, maybe we focus more on the colorectal physicians at this point than plastics for this just particular account, given the situation. So now I see colorectal that there's there's 7 of the physicians that operate their colorectal. So now that's helps me understand, okay, that's a focus group and a specialty I'm going to focus on first. Now what we could do is actually see how many procedures these physicians are doing at that particular account. So we could see here that looks like the head physician there that has the most juice would be Dr. Salinas. Excuse my pronunciation, but he would be the one that seems to do the bulk procedures there for colorectal. So it just gives us a better understanding. So now, okay, I want to build my relationship with Salinas first. And then I see Zomstein is right behind him shortly after. So these two guys now I know are the workhorses there to build my relationship right out of the gate. So just helps you better understand without even walking in the door there. We know exactly who we need to target and focus with regarding growing the business there and getting our product in the door. So it does show essentially their payment amount, other facilities that they do operate at. So that's important for us to understand. So if we have relationships or product at another account, that we can even try and find when they operate there to grow essentially the business here. So as we're building that relationship, of course, helps tie in so we can build our business here at Baptist in particular. So gives just the overview of the number of physicians there right below. So showing plastics again, we saw there's only one I see that operates there as opposed to colorectal there being 7. So just to give you a better understanding, I'm going to focus now on colorectal first, as well as just keep in the back of my mind that I know Dr. Levin there for plastics. So when I see him, I'm definitely going to speak with him, but my drive and my focus point is going to be on these top physicians for colorectal first. So you can, again, dive into any specialty and then see who the workhorse is at that particular account. So it just, again, gives us a tool to really be fully prepared when we enter into these accounts to begin our trial, as well as try and close. So it shows affiliated facilities as well with Baptist. So you can, it shows whether it's a hospital, a physician group, a surgery center, etc., and their revenue. And then it also dives into the HCAP scores from the patient population there. So as you can see, most is all green. There's a few that they need improvement on, but that's very good from a very good standpoint of their patients are happy when they go there. So contacts now. So again, it's completely customizable to where you can add activity to what you're doing there or what you plan to do there. And then contacts. So we preload contacts there in the system for already there for you. So now we know which physicians, which specialties we're focused on. Now, from the facility standpoint, we know, okay, Hector is the OR room director, or excuse me, just the OR director. That gives you a warm lead now into the facility. We know who we're speaking with to begin our trial. So, we have all the way from C-level. So you can, a lot of times I would introduce myself at the C-level and just say, if I had business there, drop off a card. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your business. If you need anything at all regarding our product and equipment there, please don't hesitate to reach out. So, it gives you that in to understand who we need to speak with there from the facility side, to then, again, going back to the dashboard, know who we need to submit the budgetary quotes to, etc. So, really that's the capability and the value to fully understand what's going on in your territory right out of the gate. I mean, so there's no time essentially wasted. There's no trip to Baptist to then find out that Salinas is the top physician. You know that now going in to this particular account. So that's essentially just the overview. Again, it has extremely much more in-depth capabilities. You can search by particular contacts. We preload leads there for you. You can even do marketing campaigns to particular physicians and or contacts at the count. So again, that's just a quick run through. Appreciate you guys taking time to review this, and I could get you set up in the system right away. So I'll be sure to follow up with you right after you review this. Thanks so much, and appreciate all your time.